Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. How you doing today? I'm doing fine. If I'm responsible, this will be the start of the backlog for my trip out of town. This will probably not be the start of my backlog for the trip out of town because I am irresponsible. However, you never know. Maybe I'll feel inspired to record some videos today. Could happen. Shall we? Eventually? There we go. We get Awoken and Lazarus today. Not too bad. And we don't get Regen as our starting card. Restore. That's a little less good. But we're Lazarus, so it should be fine. Fire Hunter, Entropy. Okay. None of these are healing cards, which is always a bit of a problem. I'll play Ensnare. None of these are healing cards. I'll play Acid Shower. I think this card's strong early. Maybe Risky Operation, though, for Plague Doctor is kind of cool, too. I'll do Acid Shower, though. I really like Animus of Speed, but we do need to play some sort of AoE. Sadly, if I'm going to think about this run from the perspective of clearing Seraph, I need to not play Animus of Speed, and I also would be better off just playing Husk Hermit. Very sorry. I don't make the rules. Hulking Mass, no Reanimate. These are like non-choices. Neither of those are all that good. Man, first time you mix again, but I don't get to play Mix as my starting card? How sad. I'm not playing Breath of Heaven though, so Pacemaker it is. And I took some backline clears already, so we should just play Rejuvenate. Oh my god, wait, we can't play Rejuvenating Sentient. Oh my god. I almost clicked Rejuvenating Sentient there. Rejuvenating Sentient with no healing? That sounds good. Not a very good starter. I think Pyre of Dominion made me weaker on average. I didn't really get anything good. My Sentient is useless. My starting units are not good. My Relic has no synergy. What can you do? You can play Pseudoscience, I guess. It's like... I don't know. We'll be alright. Probably. Eventually. At some point. Lifesteal 2? Cool. No healing? As Awoken? Tough, man. Really showcases the problem of this clan, which is that for some reason it's impossible to get healing cards in this clan if you don't start with them. I don't really know why. Why did I root this guy? What was I thinking? Gotta assume I wasn't. He's very close to dead. I could just pull the boss forward. It actually makes no difference. What do you know? Well, let's keep doing Pseudoscience, I guess. Lifesteal 2 on the character that's not attacking? That's good. I don't think rooting that guy even made that much of a difference. It's okay, it's closer than it looks. I think. I hope. But I don't really have a whole lot of counterplay to this, I'm afraid. At least we revenge. He's 182. 74 minus... What are we at? We're at like... Well, we're at Pseudoscience. Yeah. There's no real deep meaning to this. I just click on the cards that I'm supposed to play, Pseudoscience, and I don't play the cards I'm not supposed to play. Good enough. I will take... Ugh. I don't like Glimmer, so I guess I'll play Wildwood Sap. Twisted Assistant is pretty good. I've become a bit of a believer in just putting Twisted back on a sweeper. I actually for a while thought it wasn't that good, but I get it now. We put Quick plus Twisted back, we give us some base attack, it'll be GG. So what do you want on Husk Hermit? Quick multi still? I think if I want to play safe, I should probably Large Stone here. Oh wow, Awoken Hollow. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I should save this and reroll, I believe. Because as much as I want to do this, it's not worth it. Because I'd rather just hit my multi-strike, yeah. And we're just going to do multi-strike Husk Hermit. I think it's not Plague Doctor. Into either other Seraph, I think it would be Plague Doctor, but I think here it's just multi-strike Husk Hermit. And we'll put Reanimate on one of the guys. One of the Reanimate dudes. -1 energy per turn. We're not, like, free winning this, but I think we're strong enough here. I'm pretty sure what I will do is I will play this Husk Hermit alone bottom 4. And then I'll play Sentient plus... probably Sentient plus Plague Doctor, and then the Hulking Mask goes top 4. We just give him a little bit of Pseudoscience for Lifesteal, a little Wildwood Sap for Sustain, and he'll scale up a little Revenge. I need to draw my card, though. Oh, you here. I need to draw my Twisted Assistant. He's late. Actual bottom card in the deck. This guy's definitely getting fired for this one. I must say, I'm not happy with this performance today. He's so late. If I draw that sooner, it's just a win. Immediately. I could Pseudoscience, because sometimes it gives me 2 lifesteal and I win immediately then. This guy's a little strong into Plague Doctor, so I guess I shouldn't save the 1 HP. Maybe I should kill the 6-2. I should kill the 6-2 there instead. I don't think I'm getting... Actually, no, the trample is a lot of damage, come to think of it. I bet it's fine. And then I go, like, Rooted, Pseudoscience, the top 4 guy. Use my killer. He's the cleanup crew here. This Pseudoscience card rocks. It's doing so much stuff. I love this thing. It would never ever give me incomprehensible garbage. I know it to be true. Razor Sharp Edge versus Steel Enhancer? I think you're supposed to go Steel Enhancer since we don't actually have any survivability in this deck. My Progress Pacemaker is looking really good here. That's looking really strong, indeed. Go look for quick or go look for an equipment in a room. Awoken has good rooms. We don't need equipment though because we have Twisted Assistant. So, I'll go to the right. I hate the arm shop, don't forget. Someone, when this Husk Hermit change was released, someone said to me, this unit is so stupid now because all you have to do is give it Titanite multi-strike and you'll win every run. I think that that opinion is wrong. However, there's Titanite here and I don't have to reroll for quick. Let's find out if that person was correct. We're going to have to find some survivability for our guy. No doubt. Oh. Well, what do you know? Honestly, I think we just give him Savage Heart and then he takes off with the run. Because we put him on his own, he revenges permanent rage scales and wins. But you could also give him Savage Skin, and that's really good too. Both of these are strong. I think all 3 of these are actually really, really good. Because you could also just go plus 40 HP. I think if you're going plus 40 HP, you're getting more out of Savage Skin. If I give him Savage Skin, he wins the game. If I give him Savage Heart, does he win the game? Without quick, maybe not. But the rage number gets very high, but I don't have dualism. So what am I expecting this to be? Probably like a... Oh, but it is Awoken for rage. This is a hard pick. I think both of these are really good. I'm thinking about Seraph now. On Seraph, every round, Seraph will hit you for 35, 17, 12. He'll hit you for 12 per round, which still kills pretty quickly when you only have 35 HP, but we have a lot of time to fix that. He's so unkillable, man. I think it has to be Titan Skin 5. He's immortal. Like, he actually can't be hit and killed in the next fight now. I just plant him on his own. And he'll win me the fight. I think for now, we're gonna go plus 14 Plague Doctor also. Alright. I think that we are very strong. We're going to take energy in this run because Dominion Pyre doesn't really need any space or doesn't really need draw because you have so few cards, I should say. Space is up to you, but in this run we don't need space. And yeah, you're going to see he's just going to take actual zeros here. But he should still have Revenge proc. So he's still going to scale. The best thing I can do with this run now, I'm pretty sure, is give this guy, like, holdover rooted. Because we're not killing heavies yet. It's a little slow to get started. So maybe I hit this guy up with a holdover rooted. Or I play a higher floor and then draw Twisted back sooner. Well, I guess sooner in terms of like when we enter combat. Realistically. Yeah, we could ensnare this guy, why not? Because once we get to Twisted back, it should be pretty quick to finish. If I get it. And I think I get it here. I should play these, I shouldn't be lazy, you're right. Yeah, now we're 78 times 2, we're hitting 300s, it all makes sense. And he's taking actual 0. Nothing in this fight can even hurt him. Like, actual true 0 damage. This is the sort of setup where if you can somehow set a unit to 0 attack, you can force the game to show you that you've been in this combat for a long time dialogue. I've always wanted to see that. Minds of Their Own is good. This is nothing. And we're going to play energy. This will be energy draw, most likely. This is another run, by the way, where obviously duplicating Husk Hermit is kind of meaningless, right? I want to point these out to you because I feel like sometimes people are unsure of it. There is no reason to duplicate Husk Hermit in this run. You get no value from it. Pincushion, Makeshift Golem, Gnar. Cultivating for +1 draw every turn is very good. I don't think that my Sentient is anything other than a draw relic here, and that's fine with me. Now, I think we should consider playing like Spell Chain, Remove, Consume, Wildwood Sap, because we can turn our guy immortal with this. He basically can't lose a fight. If I just load him up with a bunch of regen, he'll win every Relentless for me. And then the damage scaling comes from Twisted back, and I think it all makes sense. All I gotta do now is remove a bunch of cards from this deck so that I draw Twisted Assistant quicker, and I think we're done. I think it's all good. So we'll go on. -1 draw is fine. We have a +1 draw from our hero. And so we'll go like this now. And I think I'll just put Husk Hermit top floor, Hulking Mass middle. And we will wait patiently for our hero Twisted Assistant to arrive. Any second now, he's gonna get here. This is the main concern of playing top floor, which is that I don't actually draw Twisted Assistant, and I'm also not getting revenge value as high. I'm losing revenge triggers here. This Twisted Assistant card sucks, man. What the hell? This is fucked up. This is like exactly why I never like playing this thing as my main plan, because this just happens to you sometimes. And what do you do now? You just take damage? You just go, oh, well, that's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. Oh yeah, well, he's really good, but sometimes you just have to tank 1,000,000 damage with no counterplay because you bottom deck him. This is your GOAT? That's crazy, man. He better win after I draw these in. Actually, I only have to hold out for a little longer. Like, one more turn is all, and then the boss will pull these guys back down for me. But unfortunately... Oh, you know what? Alright. Sorry for my outburst. I was angry and upset. I understand it now. But no, it's really bad if I bottom deck. So we're going to spend the rest of this run trying to stop ourselves from bottom decking, I think is the clear answer here, right? We just go in now and we like spend all of the money we make on removals, and we probably take draw anyway. I think this boss also... No, this boss hits double ones on our Husk Hermit, if I'm not mistaken. I think this boss is 1-1 every hit. Right? Yeah, he takes 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, the main thing is with Twisted Assistant, you have to build your whole deck around the fact that you can miss it. It's better into Entropy Seraph, and I kind of wish that there was a way to make your units deployable. It's one of my big hopes for the patch now, like new content I'd like to see. I'd like to see deployable units in the Steel Shop. It would just open up so many strategies, I feel like. There'd be so much room for cool experimentation. We'll hold over and snare. Like, you could start to try to play around things like Follower, for example. There's going to be some downside to it, like the fact that you can just play Imps on turn 1 now always. Gain a random graft unit? Sure. Okay, well, it wasn't good. I think both of these are pretty much bad, but I wanted to see if that would give me Twisted Assistant, because I would play a second copy. No doubt. Oh, so the best thing we can do now is just remove cards. We should get rid of... I mean, Vine Grasp is useless. I don't think there's any reason to have this. And we could also get rid of... maybe like an... I want to keep Acid Shower. Let's get rid of a Hulking Mass. And... Husk Hermit. Now, this is only... this is good short term, but if I take energy, this is a little bad long term. But I don't think I'm taking energy. I think I'm always taking draw. So it's not a big deal. Maybe the shackles, yeah, because this is our deployment now. I think I want to play these guys top floor, this guy middle floor here. One last turn to draw Twisted Assistant, but I should always draw him in 2 or so anyway. And then this way, I have these guys to act as cleanup after the enemies get softened up a little bit. Yeah, and then Trample is just GG in this fight because these guys pass on so much damage. I'm pretty sure actually now if I just do nothing, I win the fight. I mean, I think if I just end turn and play only my curses, I win. Because they're unable to hurt him because of the setup. And then he's just Trample Sweep. This is insane, man. I really did not respect Twisted Assistant as much as I should have. Twisted back on a sweeper really is something. That is... it's always shocking. I really don't like it because you can bottom deck, and I see that as a little bit of an inconsistency. But I also don't like that you can't merge it, but I mean, it's pretty worth it. All of those things are to make it acceptable, I suppose. Because otherwise, if you could just draft this, like you could draft like Loam Coat, this thing would be so broken. It would be ridiculous. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... hey, Mixology, we could get Progress Pacemaker now. Haha. Good one. I should have probably started this game and just taken the 25 gold, huh? Shadow Sheath? No, you want Revenge. Artificial Pyre Stone? Eh. Root Split Mask is pretty much a guarantee that I play top floor and win out. And I think Shadow Sheath is no good because you want to get hit for Revenge. Boiler Room bottom floor. Spell Sanctum middle floor. You can play Boiler Room bottom floor. I think we do it and then we just try to have our units die down there, I guess. None of these are meaningful. It's just energy. And I think that even with the spikes, I should be fine into Cael if I play top floor. Because I think that the highest they'll get to is 18 spikes, which is 9. It's like 4 damage is the most he should ever take. He might take 8 for it, I guess, but I'll regen through it. I think actually in this run, I just want to put like the sentient behind him now. And have her sit there and protect, or sit there and be protected, I should say. We just load up these, and there's nothing wrong with blowing up this floor. Pseudoscience may be the best card we have. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't take Vengeful Shard damage, it's a little hard to say. And he ate and killed everyone. The end. Same thing here. In this way, I guess you could play a higher floor if you're worried about the curses, but I'm really not. Because we have plenty of energy, plenty of draw. We get here, we play Twisted Back, we perma-root this guy, and he's actually just dead. I thought he was gonna live, he's just dead. I guess if Corruption stacks high enough I could die, because I think it kills through Wildwood Sap. Because I think you take Corruption damage first, which is a shame. I really wish this game worked on a system like Slice and Dice has, where you take it at simultaneous moments. It would be ideal, because what can happen is if you get Corruption stacked high enough, you just die even though you stacked a bunch of regen to fight it, which I think is not very cool. I stacked all this regen just to die? I never like that. This should be a lot of damage on the enemies. 313 indeed. I guess I should play Minds of Their Own. Why not? It's kinda good. How much corruption are we at? 12? He's not gonna get stacked enough corruption where he dies, right? The only situation where this actually matters is if you're fighting Corruption Seraph, I'm pretty sure. Where if the corruption number goes higher than your effective HP being like HP counting Titanite and armor and all of that, right? But if it goes higher than your effective HP, you just die without anything you can even do about it. You know, maybe it's just beyond the limitations of the engine or something. I don't really know. I think I go Acid Shower down here, and then these guys all die. Yeah. Not a bad play. You know, I saw someone say something in the comments once recently that was like, I think it was a comment on a live stream, but it was something like, I feel like you complain about this game a lot, and the more I listen to you, the more I agree. And I feel like I maybe come across as complaining too much, but I want to say that I don't generally like just try to point things out, because I feel like you can always improve on everything you do. The Monster Train 2 is obviously very, very good, but I always think that there's room for it to be better. I don't think there are many games that I would say are unable to improve, right? Even Slay the Spire, I think, has room for improvement. Even the deck builder has that room to grow stronger. But I feel like I should mention it somewhere along the line, because, you know, people seem to think, or sometimes I think people think I'm negative. Someone left a comment on one of Cranberry's co-op videos about this too, where I was like, or they're like, damn, does this guy like anything? Everything's so terrible according to him, and it's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of bad things in this game. What do you want me to say? You want me to just say like, oh, this will be great always. This is always good. You can do Hollower Minds of Their Own. Could have held out for Intrinsic, I guess. We could do Intrinsic and Snare. It kind of doesn't matter what we do here. I just spend my money to spend my money. I think that if this is Savagery, it can be a little painful. That's the only real thought to have here. As usual, right? We have to play for Savagery even in this run where we know we're not fighting Savagery on 8. You have to play like it could be Savagery on 7. Because if it is, which it is if you're just listening, it can be very bad. So I think what we'll do here is we'll play Hulking Mass bottom floor, and we'll play Husk Hermit middle floor. And then we'll take maybe a little bit of damage here, but you have to give yourself what is effectively a guarantee that you won't miss on Twisted Assistant here, or else I think this run is lost. I think you have to be really sure that you don't miss Twisted Assistant in this spot. Because otherwise it can be really tough. And then we're just going to play Minds of Their Own. Getting the early attacks is good. And then we go again. Yeah, because now we're scaling, now we're hitting the escape velocity. So the next thing I want to do here is I want to Forevermore Serum my Hulking Mass so that he gets an extra life. And I think I actually want to go for another one. He's going to be the reason we don't take Amalgam damage. Also, almost forgot these ensnares. Hulking Mass is the thing that stops us from taking 5 per round, and now he should be pretty much cemented here. I think he should be clear. I'm going to end up taking a bunch of Vengeful Shard damage. I also think I don't have a card to kill the Collector. That's sad. Now I'm going to be poor. Yeah, I do actually just have to tank 2 damage per round from these Vengeful Shards here to play my Minds of Their Own. That's a little bit annoying. I need more energy. I didn't realize it. I don't want this damage. At least we have Ensnare, right? At least we can just ensnare these guys away. And then we can go... Now we can just play Minds of Their Own Vengeful Shards. Mostly, the card I miss out on is Wildwood Sap. That's the thing I'm unhappy about here. Also, as always, I will point this one out. I think this enemy should not be an Amalgam. I think this should be one of the 500 HP guys. I'll say it every time it happens, because I think it's really shitty that even in this run, where I played... Like, I played smart to prevent the damage, even in this run... Even though I prevented the damage, I did everything right, I get forced to take 5 fire damage. I think that sucks. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's kinda silly that it works like that. But, you know, 5 damage isn't the end of the world. We could play Spreading Spores. That might be fun. Is that fun? No. Probably not. Especially since I don't think there's a magic shop coming up. Yeah. Alright. I guess we could do it just to drown out the Vengeful Shards, though. That's actually a good point. I could use this to drown out the Vengeful Shards while not fucking up my draw. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of down with that. Alright, we'll go see if there's a single room on this planet they could offer me. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Well, if we get a room that we want, it's free. Oh, Enchanted Chamber. For my Spreading Spores. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. Okay. Guess we'll play Gnarled Root. Bloating Fungus, why not? It could be worse. The best thing to duplicate here is a Twisted Assistant so that we have 2 chances to draw Twisted back. It's about twice as likely that we hit now, according to my math. And these guys just go hang out down here. Hey, where is he? What's up with this? Spreading Spores, did you stop my draw? Spreading Spores. What's going on here? There he is. Gonna make me play my Savage Shackles. I think I might need to tank some Entropy Curses, but I don't know. Yeah, I can play these on myself. think I'm exactly doing enough damage here to be okay. I think I'm going to be doing 2, which is enough. If I'm not mistaken. Because this should be negative... Yeah. This should be exactly enough. That's what I thought. And then we hit Minds of Their Own and kill everyone. And it's like no problem now. You must defeat me. Yeah, I know, man. I've done this one a few times now. That's actually no joke. That's the fucking Gnarled Root 3 spikes diff. Without Gnarled Root there, I think we would have been in trouble. How absurd. I think we can play out all these entropy curses because we can root all the heavies now, and we don't have to worry too much about it. Well, all the heavies get naturally rooted, first of all. Why am I playing that? I don't need to play that shit. I'm being mind controlled by the red outline. Okay, we're good. We're clear. I think this fight is a wrap now. It's extra free because there's so many targets for the trample to go hit onto. It's extra free, I would say. Now, I will also say, very obviously, right? The person who said all you have to do is play multi-strike plus Titanite and you win the game now with Husk Hermit, wrong. Obviously wrong. But it's good to test it out to make sure that they're wrong, because sometimes I'm wrong. But very clearly you need other scaling. Very, very clearly. You need more than just his +3 per hit. But that's okay. We test out theories here. We try things. We see how good things actually are. And, I mean, it's fine. I think that Husk Hermit is about the same, though. He's, like, stronger early game and the same late game, which I think is really fine. I am happy if they do a lot of these sorts of changes. Where they just go, like, this unit that was, like, good late but mediocre early is now just better early game. Because losing early game feels really bad, especially when it's outside of your control. And sometimes Husk Hermit 5 attack sweep was depressing. It's just, I think that people get a little too circle jerky about hating on things in this game, like Dante and sweep. It's like, oh, GG, sweep, it's over. Whatever, man. Alright. Let's knock this one out, shall we? I don't know, maybe it'll be tough. Maybe we'll take a bunch of damage and die because it's a long fight. Who knows? Like, we might actually take some damage here and have a little bit of trouble, but I think if we just play bottom to top, it'll be fine. I think that Husk Hermit's insane survivability does get tested here, though, a little bit. I wonder if you ever just put him behind the Sentient in this fight. What's the downside? I lose the revenge? Yeah, okay. I think I can live with that. I'll hit him myself. All of the damage scaling is Twisted Assistant anyway. I should probably tank some entropy curses in the early game. While I'm still starting out? Yeah, I think I will. We'll go until we're at like 40 HP. I think this one, it kind of matters. Minus 23, wow. That's not bad. Okay, and then it's Twisted Back, it's Pyre Light, it's Steel Enhancer. I would like to kill this guy if possible, but I guess it's not possible. Sentient won't live long, but she'll do an okay job on the way. I think we are just going to play Minds of Their Own every turn, though. And we'll start stacking a little regen, get a little HP up on the guy, get him a little cultivated. Higher base HP is good. 4 curses. Wow. What a beautiful gift you've given me today. Yeah, we just do Minds of Their Own for the extra strikes, for the extra rage. Our bottom floor has fallen apart, that's fine. They did their job, which was to buy me 5 HP. Could maybe have gotten 10 out of them if I tried. We'll go reanimate here. And then it's fine. I think it's alright. I am actually mostly just concerned that my Husk Hermit dies here. I think that's the only worry. As the corruption starts stacking and it becomes this inevitability, eventually I will be killed by it. I think. Maybe not, though. Maybe I can actually scale faster than the corruption. But it's actually 5 damage per turn. I guess I probably don't scale faster than the corruption ever. I do need to start playing out all these curses, though. And higher light probably doesn't matter, actually. You know what I need to do here? What I need to do to speed up this fight, I need to root little shitters so that they're on the floor with savagery so that I can trample them onto him. That's what I need to do in this run if I want to win it. I need to root things like Deformed Duo so that they stack up with savagery so that I can have him get trampled. I think is how it should work. Yeah, I'm probably worrying too much about my Husk Hermit dying. This doesn't look like he's under any real threat. The only threat is that savagery doesn't die. Because it's a long time to kill him. Yeah, look at that, man. That's cool. Then we go like Minds of Their Own. That's cool tech for sure. That's gotta be a neat way to sneak through this one. And then what? I'll snare you, probably you. If it doesn't make a big difference, we can just put 2 here. I think I win on the next time I see savagery now. Oh, I definitely do. Okay. I think that was like an actual huge pull though. Without doing that, I think I would be in trouble. I think we would be under threat of dying here. Maybe not. I don't know. It feels cool, alright? You gotta let me have this victory. It feels cool, and I am pretty close to losing this. Just the nature of the beast here, I suppose. That's how it goes when you play single sweep trample. No damage for savagery is the problem. But we should play these out. And oh, the minion is living. It's like, what the hell's going wrong here? He's living at 1 or 10, as it were. All right, a little close, but I played a little loose with my HP also. Something to keep in mind though. I mean, it took 80, so yeah. We could have definitely mitigated more savagery damage, but it's been a long time since I've been under real threat of dying. I walked in there at near full HP. I shouldn't have been under threat of dying, but the Husk Hermit is slow to actually do damage to a single target. All you gotta do is force there to be a second target. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.